And welcome to the Darkened Hour. This is your host, Joshua X. Nohart, and with me are...
Teal above.
Ace up the Alchemist.
Ow.
Well, apologies to headphone users.
Yeah, right. Well, guys, thank you for showing up. Here we are yet again in another week of comic book exhaustion.
Hey, Jeps Arcade.
Jeps Arcade? This is
Don't
a new
know.
name. Oh, well, hey, Jeps Arcade. Oh, wait, is that trying to imitate you?
I don't know.
Is that what that's trying to imitate? Well, whatever. Anyway, thank you for showing up. Thank you for just, being here. Thank you. Well, today, well, again, before we go into it, how have you been week?
How have been week? Yeah, I miss.
I'm sorry, I'm not here today. I am so sorry. It's been one hell of a weekend. Very craziness, but how have your weeks been?
How has our week been?
There we go. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Vocabulary.
English
is a thing, guys. So, talk to me.
I don't know. It's been a long week. I was sick this week. I had to go to work. It was really hard. I'm glad, I have weekends off and having a really good time with you guys. So this is the highlight of my week.
Wow. Is it really? Holy, we feel special.
You guys. I love you guys.
Okay, let's tone it down a notch, please. Okay,
toning it down.
Nothing here but saltiness and hatred. Okay.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not used to you being a shining light.
No.
I'm used to you throwing shade, and when I say shade, I mean you
trash.
You throw no
garbage.
No. Yeah, all that. Like when you.
That's what we want.
Okay.
When you start speaking, I'm expecting flying trees and clouds, this darkness, just all the shade possible.
Pretty much. But glad that this is the highlight.
Yeah.
Very glad. Hopefully it gets better.
Yeah.
A lot better than what it is. Even though, Darkened Hour villains.
Yes, we are. We're really villains by default.
Indeed.
No heroes here.
No. This is the generation where heroes die, my friend.
Speaking of such.
Well, we will get to it in a minute, because I know y'all, all of y'all people have seen the Infinity trailer, which that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So how about you?
Trying a new spin-off on things. Like I've said, I've had the OBS for a while to record gameplay. So I was thinking of doing a series called Who Is, and then like whatever the character is.
Listen, I swear, when you said Who Is, there's a game that you always say when to the end of that. Because I'm sure kids are watching. We're not gonna go into that, but it's
oh boy.
Yeah, but I was gonna because I was playing Overwatch and I was recording myself playing Symmetra. And that one is going to be a little different, but I thought since I talk about World of Warcraft as much, I'll show World of Warcraft gameplay, but then get on Heroes of the Storm where you actually play as a certain lore character, and I'll do who is Gul'dan. I'll do who is Gul'dan. I'll talk about all his background story, and I'll use the scenes from the movie, scenes from the gameplay, so on and so forth, and I can actually do a 7-minute episode describing who each character is. That's one of the ideas. So I've been playing with my recording on that through Overwatch because each game's 7 minutes. So
I read that comment. He's gonna Justice League his ass cheeks. Avengers all day.
Oh, we got some villain speech.
Apparently, man, we got some.
That's like your opinion, man.
Villainy games.
That's a dope idea.
Yeah. Well, hey. Listen, not everybody liked Justice League. I enjoyed it. I'm sure we all did. But hey, man, Avengers is coming out.
That's what we hyped for.
Honestly, I don't know about that. I'm not even hyped about it. But needless to say, the trailer dropped at the middle of this week, and it was definitely hype. It was epic, to say the least. but it has to be epic, right?
Yeah, Thanos was definitely a selling point there.
Thanos, I thought he was all Stone Cold Steve Austin for a minute.
He's straight from he Debo from the Marvel Universe.
Debo, no, for real though.
The memes were killing it all week.
Yes. It's because of he doesn't have his hat.
I was legitimately looking for the meme.
Yeah.
I saw it. I don't know who posted. I saw it Wednesday. The first day the trailer dropped, the meme followed literally within 10 minutes.
Yeah. Wow.
Somebody put a Yankee fitted on him.
Yep.
And it said, "Run 'em Jims, dead ass."
The memes are just internet undefeated.
The memes are literally the best. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
The internet just always never ceases to entertain.
If you
Like,
want
it's
your
just
product to
amazing.
sell, it has to be memeable.
It has to
Period.
be. No doubt about that. That's why Justice League didn't sleep, sell that much because it barely
It had no
any
memes.
to
There's
it.
no memes to that.
The only meme was a Snapchat chat filter
No.
Superman.
All right, that's funny. That's cute and all. But the best meme ever was saying how we expected it to be utter shit. And we walked in there and it was actually a clean public stall.
Yeah,
Yo,
Call it a
Word.
clean
Yep.
bathroom toilet.
Yep.
Yo, for real.
Was that Pac-Man? I can't read the names from this
It's
far
Pac-Man.
over.
Yeah,
SP33.
Pac-Man SP33. But
Also
yeah,
known as Shuckle.
yeah, that's definitely Pac-Man. Yes, dead ass.
I need
them
them
stones.
I need
my
these
guy.
stones, dead ass, my guy.
Crack
Facts.
that. Crack.
Facts, B.
He's from like New York, from Brooklyn. You know.
Speaking of stones, did you hear the one theory that's getting passed around that the missing soul stone is actually Heimdall's eyes?
Really?
Because they've been matching the color palette, like even though they're all swapped, like the Tesseract is blue when it's supposed to be like a red stone, I believe. Like all the colors are mixed up, but the only stone that remains that hasn't been shown is the soul stone, and it's supposed to be orange, and that's the only color that still hasn't been shown yet.
Yeah.
The only thing that we know that's like in your face orange is Heimdall's eyes. And the armor he wears has like an orange little gem right here, and it is the soul stone, which is why he can see every life that exists. in the
That's
universe.
interesting.
So
So he
there's
has a bigger part to play.
He
in
might
all
have a
this.
bigger part to play. Yeah.
Okay. Jeps.
They edited Thanos to look like Nappa.
It looked like Nappa. There's a meme of him.
He does look. Oh yeah,
like
with the two
Nappa with
fingers. I
the
did
two
see that.
fingers.
Yes. Vegeta.
Vegeta. Hey, Vegeta.
Hey Vegeta.
The memes, the
We're here to
memes.
get Dragon Balls, right?
Oh my god, you sound
Infinity
just
Stones?
like him. I hate. Oh my goodness. But
God damn it, Nappa.
but okay, so it dropped, and again, it was bigger than life, as it should be. It's it's a part one. I'm sure part one
It's
or part
definitely
two.
gonna be a double.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he gets two
double-
stones this one, and 2 stones in the second part. I assume.
Right. I keep forgetting it's
assume.
going to be two separate movies because all you saw was the blue and the purple one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know I had actually screenshotted what they were because the whole Thanos mythology is
It's crazy. I'm sure.
crazy.
Because I know Vision dies. And
Yeah,
I'm
Vision
sure-
has a stone in his
Yeah.
forehead, so he has to kill Vision to
and
get that.
he's gonna come back. I'm sure he's gonna come back because of Strange. I'm sure Strange is gonna resurrect him.
If he can get the Eye of Magneto to time warp before Xanos is like, hey, that's one of my gems too.
Yeah. But the thing is that from my knowledge, because I used to read Strange for a little bit.
Oh.
Let me
the
see.
Soul Stone is under Gnarly Marv's eye patch. You know what?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Would not be surprised.
I mean,
Nah.
take
He's
up,
the villain.
It's either that or he walking around like Carl.
Yeah, but don't forget about the Debo. the
Oh,
Debo
my
from
bad.
Friday.
Nah, Thanos looked like Debo from Friday.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
that was their inspiration. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Maybe they watch a lot of Friday.
Maybe. Yo, the Soul Stone is in Dominican
Bob's
Bob's
chopped
chopped
cheese
cheese sandwich.
But-
Man, we have our own little memes here. We can make memes out of these comments. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
seriously.
It's crazy,
Seriously.
right?
Meme more.
But I
I'm a
noticed
Darkened Hour where we make memes on the fly.
Yeah, right.
If
What
you
he
ain't
had
got
on-
jokes, you could choke.
what he had on his hand was the purple and the blue one, and I did a little
Okay.
research as what they actually means. I didn't know because I'm not really a Marvel head.
Right.
So with the purple one, it allows you to exist in any location. Period.
Tesseract.
Period.
That's the time
blue,
zone, isn't it? That's the time
That's the
stone?
space stone,
Oh, the space stone. Okay.
The
steps-
blue
okay, space stone.
enhances mental and psionic abilities.
which is yellow now because that's the one that Vision said. Remember, the colors are flipped up, so
Yeah,
if
it's
you
so
research, it's gonna
confusing.
throw you off. If you're talking about the movie,
Yeah.
they're gonna be completely different than what the actual stones are. That's why I brought the Heimdall logic up there. Where
Right.
there's a theory where the missing soul stone is missing soul stone is Heimdall because that's the only color we're missing, but that's also the only consistent color as well.
Do you think they're gonna have Mistress Death? I guess because that's the reason why he's
That's the
doing
reason
all
he's
of this.
doing all of it, but who knows?
Who
Yeah.
knows? Like, because he literally is obsessed with her, and he kills things to make her happy, and she mostly ignores him, and kind of like, okay, that's nice.
Which
you
would
know?
be the perfect time to pull Logan in here because one of the ways they defeat Logan is because Logan plays as his right hand man.
Yeah, because
Oh,
wasn't there? Oh, okay, no, never mind. That's not.
I'm trying to
but
like
yeah.
understand what they're gonna do, but it just feels like I don't know. Like they want to be inspired from the comics, but their whole cinematic universe is established. So they're gonna go down that route.
Yeah, again, like I said,
Yeah.
they make movies.
They're gonna
first
give them different
before they make
motivation.
comic books. You know
And-
what I'm saying? They're gonna have the comic books in mind, but they make
Yeah,
essentially
yeah,
the movies
definitely,
first. So
Yeah.
that's what's gonna go
Marvel
for, yeah.
Universe, Cinematic Universe, definitely making
and
movies.
it works. I mean, like you said, it already has the formula. They're
Yeah,
gonna keep
they
on
already
doing this
established
already.
it.
It's
They're
not
not
gonna
gonna
stop.
like.
Yeah,
throw
I mean, it's
curveballs
how
right now.
I mean, it's an easy way to just what you call it, pretty much, what's the word I'm looking for? Revamp? I'll just use revamp. There's a good way to revamp the comics instead of just doing like a whole flashpoint where, oh, look, Quicksilver ate like some green goo and it changed it. Like, no, we're just going to completely change it. People
Like,
following the movies thicker than the books. This will get them to read books now.
Yeah, let's not do another, X-Men Days of Future Past.
Seriously,
Oh man,
Which was great. Don't get me wrong, it was great. They needed that. They needed that
fresh
time.
start.
Yeah, they needed it.
Oh, I should have brought that tea up with me. My throat is like, I'm supposed to. We supposed to be throwing shade and salt today.
Oh man,
Nigga can't be thirsty for this.
gotta be hydrated. To throw shade.
One of my biggest quarrel in this trailer is I think they released the trailer a little too soon, only because we still have Black Panther coming out
and
soon.
he clearly was showing you.
And it's Thor has only been out for a month. So I mean, they've thrown out this trailer saying, okay, it's been a month. Most likely, these people already seen the Thor movie. Some people haven't, but then in this trailer, we see Thor with an eye patch. That only happens in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, well, if you haven't seen the spoilers, and like or like Black Panther, well, you see like a few people from Wakanda who if you think they're gonna die, they're not gonna die.
Exactly. Yeah, I was thinking that it takes away some of the. It's it's literally one of my biggest gripes when it comes to Superman. It's like, how do you have a hero? You can't feel for the hero when there's no such thing as a threat to him.
Yeah, or like it's essentially like if you knew what's going on because of what's happening in
Black Panther was shown to promote the movie, but they already have like 30,000 other characters.
Wait, promote what exactly? To promote Infinity Wars?
Infinity Wars. Do you have every single character?
No, there's plenty of other characters.
I don't think so.
Just Bruce Willis. I mean, Thanos is enough to get the movie going.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think at this,
especially because he only had like a few cuts in that trailer anyway, but it does spoil a little bit of what happens in Black Panther's personal.
Because if you see those characters and maybe they're in danger in a Black Panther movie, you know they're gonna be alive for Infinity Wars.
Exactly. Yeah, it takes away the suspense.
I'm sorry. I believe that if anything, Bruce Willis was shown to promote the movie.
Yeah, he's
and full throttle.
Yeah.
And aside from that, aside from that, you have Captain America, who's been out on the fray for like 2 movies now.
Yeah.
He's one of the most wanted fugitives ever.
And get that man a shield.
Exactly. So when he's back with Bucky, and mind you, it seems like he's leading the fort.
Yeah,
which is
like
just
actual military leadership. You see Bucky's leading their military, like the people who don't have powers kind of group.
Yep. And even mind you, despite the fact of what happens in the previous Spider-Man movie, I'm sorry, I'm more excited for Spider-Man more than anything.
Yeah, I'm glad because he kind of leads the trailer too. You see him on a school bus and he looks back like
Spidey senses. Yeah.
Like, that was a good selling point too, because like we finally get to see him. His movie, the Spider-Man movie, wasn't a Spider-Man movie. It was I Want to Be Avenger. Well, here's your chance to be an Avenger. You're in an Avenger movie wearing the Avenger suit that Iron Man gave you at the end of your own movie. So
it was a lead.
That was the hook.
Yeah,
that's more the hook thing.
He looked good. I don't know. I like the suit. I like it. I thought he looked good.
But Spider-Man always has pretty decent suits, to be fair.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I don't care how screw up past Spider-Man movies are. Like whenever I see Spider-Man on the screen, it's just like watching Batman. It's like I'm always hooked. I want more. It's
our childhood.
More. Yeah.
I grew up on literally those are the 2 heroes I grew up on.
Yeah, it's just
X-Men, of course, but like those
no doubt.
But like forefront heroes, like not a team, like as like a solo character. Batman and Spider-Man is literally what I grew up on.
Definitely. No, I completely agree with that. So, I mean, that's like one of the only gripes I don't like about the movies, because again, like I wanted to go watch, Black Panther and be surprised, but just from what I see a little bit, it's just like, I'm only seeing punching and kicking, some of the threat. And I see, like, okay, I'm not even going to be surprised in Black Panther.
We don't show any motivation yet.
Yeah,
he's just a big baddie come here to kill us all.
Right, but
we'll see what they do. You have to give him a solid motivation, because it's like.
Without Lady Death,
killing universe for what
and
purpose?
and Death is not. I don't think Mistress Death.
If they do that, I'd be impressed. If they introduce that character,
it's gonna be off the
another character, right?
Left field, But Hawk is gonna be in it, which is gonna be interesting, because it's like it's like, okay, like Hawk is one of those side characters. Like, all right, well, Hawk was with Thor, and then now he's literally back after him moving away, and then you have this ridiculous romance with Scarlet and oh my god,
that is ridiculous.
That's gonna continue, and hopefully they can they can fix what they screwed up on in Avengers 2 when it comes to that.
Yeah, because it was just kind of forced.
Yeah, it was beyond forced. It was like, oh, time skip. You want to read what happens? Read a book, because it was ridiculous. It was crazy. Hopefully they can fix my boy Loki. Because holy hell, this guy he's
supposed to be broken, and
he's
feels
not.
Like
he's not.
So dry.
Being that he's supposed to be Gabriel, supernatural hit. Anyway, but
Can we not? Can we not?
Are we triggered?
A little bit.
Because I'm mad. I'm mad they killed off Gabriel. Supernatural Salt's about to come out.
But yeah. So, but we're gonna have everybody. We're gonna have Hawk. We're gonna have Strange, which I'm really happy. Like I'm really excited for.
I'm down for Strange
because seeing Strange to collaborate with all these other individuals. Because you know how he collaborated with Thor, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
hilarious. And other than Scarlet Witch,
you're being questioned.
X, did you mean Hulk? Because I heard you.
It sounds like you're saying Hawk. It sounds like you're saying Hawk.
Hawk. Yeah, I'm talking about Hawk. Yeah, Mr. Green with shorts and
Hulk.
Hawk. But anyway, but yeah, so they're all coming back, and it's funny because other than Scarlet Witch and Vision, they haven't been exposed to mystics.
That's why Loki's so boring, because he should be a mystic.
Exactly. And if you want to be technical, Thor's a mystic too. Any god in comic book is a mystic.
Technically a mystic.
Deity, and
even very sci-fi.
Exactly. But see, Strange is a superior. He is this, the superior, wizard superior.
Overlord, yeah.
Right. And he knows
Sorcerer Supreme type.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm sure at this point he's grown into his role more than since his movie. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be interesting for him.
You saw how he did Loki. I mean,
that boy
Loki
dirty.
And Thor.
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
Bro, you're a god. You probably can just stop and walk out. Like,
you are a real god. Like, he's a man with a book.
Again, you have the misplaced humor that for us individuals who it's like, come on, he's a god. I mean, but individuals who don't really care about that, it's like, oh, that's funny. It's
just funny.
It's funny because you don't really know what the true extent of this god can do.
What it should have been is, as he's falling, he's like, I'm falling, like the whole falling thing is like, oh, I'm gonna bring back Loki, and then like Loki falls, and then it's actually Thor who falls, and the Thor he's just talking to the whole time was Loki.
That would have
been broken.
And being that he's a Sorcerer Supreme, he should have known, but he didn't, because again, Loki is much more superior.
The trickster god.
Yes.
The trickster god.
That
you can have powers
interesting.
over doing all stuff, but I can always take what you're laying on the table and twist it.
Exactly.
So you can lay out the game. Yes. I'm gonna change the rules.
Right.
Doesn't matter what you set.
Yeah.
And that's great. And the only time I can see them playing in a equal playing field is because of the stone. Because this guy does have one of the stones.
Yeah.
So yes, I agree. That would have been awesome.
You made Thor for 30 minutes actually. What?
Yeah. But yeah, so they're all gonna be back. They're all gonna be here. Obviously, again, we're not gonna see any X-Men characters because
no.
I mean, if you want to be technical with it, Scarlet Witch is technically a part of that universe.
She's an X-Men. She's Magneto's.
Yeah.
Okay, but who do you think is gonna die?
Everybody. Game of Thrones or not. Who's gonna die? Only the necessary deaths. Captain America.
Iron Man might die. I think he's already shown.
He's on the precipice.
Yeah, I think he's already shown everything. He's seen the vision. He's already seen this was going to happen. He's the Batman of the group. Shit happens because of him. Because he's like, well, we need to protect ourselves. OMAG, brother eye type of thing. And Ultron happened. And at this point, he is, at the end of the day, he is the daddy. He's the daddy of everybody. He is the father of everybody.
He's Daddy Marvel.
Yeah, sometimes you don't like what he says, but he does it anyway because he knows that it's the greater good. Sarcastically wise, he's the sarcastic Batman. And I think he's gonna die before Captain America will, because mind you, the reason why this happens because Iron Man and Captain America were in opposite sides. Captain America comes back, in irony speaking, comes back. Iron Man dies. Because as much as you might think that because
Brian Rosario's back.
Oh,
hey,
can we just take a
minute and finally see Peter in his spider sense? We kind of did.
We do with his hair.
With the hair.
The hair was going up.
The hair was up.
Yes.
I've never seen it physically. A physical change to show that he has spider sense. They spent a whole movie not showing any
spider sense.
And finally they do. Physically.
That's going to be exciting.
That's great.
Which is funny because paying attention back to the comics where he first fought Vulture, he didn't have Spidey sense back then. Right. It was a while before. That was like a newly added thing. That was never one of his original powers. It was like throughout the years where they finally gave him like spider sensitivity.
And it's so great because it was so simple. Just the
hairs raising.
The hairs. It's just like
him just looking.
The chill.
What's that?
But yeah, I think Iron Man is gonna die because that's Iron is ironically enough Steve comes back. He takes once Iron Man dies, which is gonna be at the end of the movie because we already know Vision is gonna die. Iron Man will die, and then of course Captain America's like, all right, well, I'm technically the first Avenger, which I should already been, front throttle and all this to begin with anyway, So
how do you think they're gonna defeat Thanos? Because it's not gonna happen in the first one. Clearly.
No,
because that would be no point into the second, I guess.
I think Strange has a lot to do with this.
Doesn't get any bigger than Thanos.
Yeah, or if not Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardians.
Strange, Guardians. And I feel somehow Dormammu.
And that's the reason why. And that's why I say Strange. That's why I say Strange because there's a connection to Strange. Yep.
You need your God tier. Everyone else is background. Everyone can't do anything about it. This is way beyond. Oh,
Japs. They're going to jump his ass.
What happened?
They gonna jump his ass.
And you know what? Normally
That's what
they
they
would
need
have.
to.
Normally they could win without the stones, but he's gonna have two. He's gonna be
He's
packing
gonna have
two.
two, and that in itself is ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
Super powerful. He has all of them. It's over.
Just having the Tesseract
Hey,
alone
hey,
is
Dad.
problems.
Hey, DeLeon.
Right.
How you doing?
So, oh my God, that's my train of thought.
So
Yeah,
winning.
it's gonna be God tier.
Yeah.
Everyone is just gonna have to take a seat, or you step up to Thanos, you're gonna die. You gonna be, if you want to be a martyr, go ahead, because this guy's a different tier.
What I see is we're gonna see a lot of. What?
That's right.
Captain Marvel confirmed.
Captain Marvel is gonna be in this.
Oh, she's just gonna show up.
most likely.
She's just gonna show the hell up, eh? She didn't get her solo movie. She's gonna be there. She's a Justice League character.
Yeah,
oh no, my
pretty
solo
much.
movie comes after the group.
Pretty
movie. Don't worry
much.
about it.
Pretty
So
much.
many characters
much.
to
Hold on,
think
huh?
of.
I'm gonna Aqua Drogo the shit out of this.
Yeah. Every person in this movie has had
As
his
a
own
solo, yeah.
independent
She's gonna
movie.
come in like, nah, I'll start here.
Yeah.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
Type, yo.
I'm the
Steve,
captain.
sit down.
Yeah, right. It's
Sit
only-
down, Steve.
This was only big enough for
I
one
mean, that
captain.
is Civil War 2 though, so
Yeah, that's true. Let me see.
Pretty
I
much.
think it's a good idea.
I think how she shows up is all gonna be the determining factor because there's so many characters already. It's gonna
a
meet
lot
her.
of heads, yeah.
More than 60 characters from what I hear.
Yeah, you introduce such
Crazy.
a big heavyweight like
I
Captain.
mean, a lot of them
Marvel.
are side characters, to be fair, though.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you want to tier them up,
a large amount, that legion of 60 characters are gonna be from Black Panther. Because we're
True.
gonna learn a lot of the
Wakanda.
tribes, and they're gonna be pulled into this war.
True.
You know,
her
it's-
solo is going to involve scrolls. Scrolls, am I saying that right?
Scrolls. That's
Is
pretty
that
much
like an
that's-
Inhuman thing?
Well, no, that's
it's not.
if I'm not mistaken, please. If I am mistaken, please let me know.
Yeah.
That's the same family of Thanos. Thanos was originally a scroll.
Right.
From what I
What you gather.
read and from what because I read some of the stuff. But yeah, so that kind of makes sense. Makes sense. So
But
I mean, they haven't. See, the problem with the Skrull Empire, because Fantastic Four was a flop.
yeah,
You know, it's like involving the Skrulls. I mean, because they changed their name in this one. They're the Shatari now.
oh, are they? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if there's because there was speculation that the Shatari are just like a cousin race of the Skrulls.
Okay.
Hopefully they are, because that'll help explain Thanos a little bit better. Because you know, Skrull Queen.
Yeah.
Maybe they can introduce Super Skrull on their own flop. You know, who knows?
Super
I mean, but
Skrull,
he's
definitely.
supposed to be a Fantastic Four villain.
But I mean, and even if so, let's say if Fox didn't screw that up, we still wouldn't be able to do anything with that. Because
I mean,
it's
if Fox was more
unfortunately.
successful, they probably would have cut a deal with Marvel
Lost
instead of
the
being
hope,
lost
man.
in their pride.
I mean, but look at they
look how long it
said
took to get Spider-Man.
But I mean,
Sheesh.
they were pretty successful. I mean, their Spider movies, their most of their X-Men movies were successful.
well, obviously X-Men and Spidey, but like specifically
Fantastic Four. They tried
But
it
I mean,
so many
but
times.
there's
and
only
all
like
bad.
there's only like first of all like
Three.
the first but the first Fantastic movie was over like almost 10 years ago, and the latest
So
one
was the first Hulk.
But I mean, hey,
And also,
listen.
Yeah.
it was not good. It was
Anything
No,
can happen
but
with
it-
Disney
wait,
money.
So wait, question though, like okay, so but yeah, but Hulk wasn't Fox. That was Disney.
Really?
Hulk was Disney.
Oh no,
wasn't it?
I brought up the Hulk because of the year, the time.
Okay,
you
oh,
said
the
it was 10
time.
years
Yeah,
ago. That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
getting at.
Yeah, because we've had several Hulks. If you want to get down to
Yeah,
it,
We had several, yeah.
Plenty of
We've
them.
had several.
Edward Norton, which honestly was my favorite movie, which was pretty good in my opinion. And they still referenced it in the first Avengers
definitely.
movie.
Yeah, they showed
EX,
scenes
the
in the movie.
great. Y'all
Y'all
talking
straight up bull
bullshit,
Marvel, not like that.
Like what?
Like what? And that's DX the Great. That's
Yeah.
my son, by the way. That's my son.
Oh,
That's my
you
son.
kiss him on the forehead.
All the time before he goes to bed. Before he
Nice.
goes to bed every time.
So-
Is that
What
Tekken
bullshit are we
Kate?
talking about?
yeah, let us know what is Marvel not like, and what is Marvel like? I gotta know.
If
find
you
out.
can be definitive as to what Marvel is going to do,
Yeah, maybe the movie. You talk about the movie. Just let us know. Talk to us. But yeah. So, listen. I don't know how they need to pull out like a miracle out of their bag
it's gonna be
to
great.
stop Thanos.
It's gonna end on like some,
We know it's not gonna be a happy ending.
it can't be.
It's not.
It's got to be bittersweet.
Has to be
Yeah.
bittersweet but debilitating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, as well as non-Marvel news, DC first Robin photo for the live
Yes.
action. I
Yes.
saw the picture,
Yes.
and I haven't watched the actual trailer yet. But he looks kind of cool.
Wait, there's
though.
a trailer of Titans already?
I believe so.
No way.
I think so.
Oh wow. Well, I mean, I know
Yeah,
I've seen
I
the
still
Robin,
gotta
the
watch
Robin
it.
photo,
I think
which is
so.
great. Yeah. Give me a Robin. Yeah, show me Robin by all means. Like I'm tired of the Batman's and Superman. Like, just give me the
Yeah.
Lower
I
Titans,
want
you
to see
know?
the lower Titans.
Disney, Marvel, Fox, Marvel, Sony, Marvel.
yeah.
You're saying a lot of words.
True.
Oh, my
Uh,
son that I'm ashamed of. And that's why I named him X.
Okay, that's cool. But with that being said, Disney, Marvel, Fox, Marvel, yeah, they're all part of the Marvel property. But at the end of the day, they can't do Fox crossing over with Disney, and
their
Sony
studios.
They can't do that.
They may be
yeah.
Marvel, but the studios own
the characters.
Yeah, unfortunately.
No, there's no teen trailer. Okay, it was just it was I thought it was actual trailer.
You're capping everything. It seems like you're yelling at us.
Why are you so angry?
But
I've never seen what this type looks like in all caps, and it's so intense.
It's pretty cool though. I gotta say, it's very similar to our font.
Very spiky.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll tell you that.
Spiky.
There's like little spiky ends to it. It's kind of like bloody.
Yeah, you're the font major here.
Yeah.
Talk to us. Like that's a nice font there. But anyway,
I'm really taking a little look at this. I've never seen it in cap
the way
locks.
you said, like, I don't know if it was satire, and if it was the greatest satire on the fucking planet.
What?
No, what he just said.
You're a font major.
Legit, like I'm looking
I'm
at
just
you.
not
like,
even.
I looked at you and I'm like,
I send
really?
it in caps so you can read it.
Oh,
okay. Well, I appreciate the concern.
Thank you.
I know I wear glasses and all, but
thank you, son.
I'm good.
Always looking out for his own man. But anyway, okay, so. I still think it deals with Strange and Dormammu.
Yeah.
Because I was so tight how in the Strange movie we got Dormammu, but it was like a little flicker of light and then
saw the face,
silhouette of his face, which is ridiculous. Because
I've come to bargain.
Yeah. That one of the best scenes in movie history.
I watched it a night ago. This guy.
Dormammu killed him and he's like, then you'll die forever. All right, I can keep this up. Can you?
He literally Batman his way in. He's like, all right, well, I know my penis isn't as big as yours, but my thing is I put your penis.
I'll make yours smaller.
Smaller than mine.
Team glasses.
Pretty much.
I have turbo eyesight. Yay.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm a bat. So
Dormammu.
I've come to
bargain. To the point where like that line just plays over the montage of him dying.
But I mean, let's see, the thing is that he can do something. He can do stuff with that because he's gonna have
plan.
a stone. Yeah. So he's like, oh yeah, you can bargain all you want, and he locks him up in his own world and walks away because he has the stones to do stuff like that.
It's so funny.
So and that's makes him so dangerous.
Yeah.
X, my blind son that I had to spend $400 on for glasses.
Oh my god. Okay, so I mean. My prediction is that Iron Man's gonna die. What are your predictions? You think he's not?
I honestly feel that Iron Man.
Yeah,
I'm with you on it now. Iron Man probably first since he did have the vision.
Yeah.
Cap will be the ending of the first part movie where like everybody else has to step up in part 2. That gives reason for Falcon to become new Cap America.
Oh, that's right. That's a thing.
So he'll step up.
Bucky might. Ooh, because that was always. I mean, then again, I'm always
if we're gonna mess with the comics, Groot could pick up the shield because he was Captain America for a while too. So let's
true. But in terms of the Marvel now,
we have a question: Is all the 50 souls collected?
No, we still don't have the Soul Stone. That was the way I was speaking about that at the beginning. Right now,
only 2.
The speculation is that the Soul Stone that still hasn't been shown in the movies, the orange one, might be with Heimdall. Either it's part of the armor because you see the orange gem in his chest, or his eyes, since he can see every living soul in the universe.
Yeah.
But honestly, if Thanos gets all those stones,
I mean, and here's another thing.
It's a wrap. It's done.
To the Heimdall theory is because in Thor's vision of the future, because remember, both Iron Man, both on Tony Stark and Thor have visions of the future where pretty much things go batshit cray. Mm-hmm. In Thor's vision, he saw Heimdall blind.
Right. Oh, that makes sense. That's interesting. Okay.
Right.
Right. You know what I think? If he gets all these 4 stones, I think what they need to do is, I think DC needs to throw in Darkseid in there, walk in there, take his glove, and be like, this is nothing, and to throw it away because that happened before in the comics.
Oh, that would be
Darkseid walked in. That's the crossover. Darkseid walked in, took the gauntlet with the Infinity Stones, and like this is this little mitten. He's literally this is a mitten. I have all the powers already in me, and he just threw it away.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
because Thanos is pretty like outside of the
and then also two different universes. You have
2 different universes.
2 different
DC universe constantly runs off of God tier characters.
Yes, by all means, all the time. Again, these are legends we're talking about.
Exactly. Marvel uses grounded characters who take on God tiers.
Adam Warlock, sadly. And I figured that much. We won't. I figured that much.
We won't. But
I feel like he was hinted in Guardians of the Galaxy, like Golden Dude, I think. Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly, but maybe. But there's already enough characters. We have enough. Let's just deal with the ones we have.
And I'm pretty sure we're going to have new ones, too.
Yeah, definitely. They have to.
Yeah.
And this is where I was getting. We're going to start seeing, like, anti-heroes start coming in. Like, people who were like, you know what? They were on a bad side, but, hey, this is fate of the world stuff, so they're going to
Yeah,
turn a
pretty
new
much.
leaf real quick.
Pretty much. This is the biggest baddie.
Let's talk about the best comic book villain ever, Doctor Doom.
You literally
if he was able to be in there,
because he literally sides with them to fight Thanos.
Yes.
Yeah, because Doctor Doom gets involved. It's a whole different game.
We talk about Darkseid being disrespectful. Doctor Doom literally took Thanos' soul out of his body.
It's a wrap.
Like, he was like, oh, hello, let me get this real quick. Like, Doom is the most illegal character ever. He's illegal because they even did the death battle. He looked at Darth Vader's face using Force, and he's like, "That's cute."
Yeah, like
Doom is illegal. Doom is
that fight
illegal.
was a joke because Darth Vader has nothing on Doctor Doom.
Because Doctor Doom makes it up as he goes
Listen,
on. He should be a Kryptonian.
Listen, I can write. Okay, that whole Darth Vader and Doom. I can write a 5-page essay on a 5-page essay on how.
Oh, we have questions. We have questions. We have
Vader
questions.
Space Jesus would destroy.
I don't know about that.
I don't know
about a guy who goes back in time.
Because Darth Vader is Darth Vader. I want to hear that.
Doom is Doom. Who goes back in time and instead of just going back to the future, he's like, you know what? I'm going to do
I'm
push-ups,
sorry.
fight
Darth
dinosaurs.
Vader lives in
and wait.
space. I don't care about how.
Guys,
okay,
we have questions. Let's.
We got to debate. No, we got
debate
Darth
one
Vader
day.
versus Doom.
All right, Darth Vader versus Doom.
Both guys are burnt under their mask. All right, are we serious right now?
Not now. Anyway, what's the
okay?
What comic was that?
Since y'all wanted to run off on a rant, he had a question about something you were saying about I don't know, were you referring to Thanos taking the soul or
which one?
Reverse?
The Dark
the
Side
glove,
one?
Darkseid or Doom?
Yeah, Doom or the Dark Side versus
because Doom takes Thanos' soul.
Yeah, which
from
one?
His body.
Yeah.
I don't know what moment we were referring because we went on like a
yeah,
stream.
we went on a stream. There.
So if you could let us know what part you're referring to,
let us know.
I'm sure we'll be able to backtrack.
Maybe we'll see that in Kingdom Hearts, Doom versus
Thanos'
Soul.
Soul.
Which Doom one?
Which comic was that?
I actually have
at least
the
a
picture
year.
I have it on my phone. Let me see if I can
Took his disrespectful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
and
I'm sure that was the God Doom. I'm sure.
And Thanos even fights like the Infinite. Like he just it stops. He's not even concerned about the Avengers after a while. Mm-hmm. They become like a backdrop because they're a joke compared to what he can do. He's reality altering, time stopping. Yeah. Like,
he's crazy. He's ridiculous.
I'm looking up this guy and I'm like, y'all gonna lose. All of y'all gonna lose.
Right now my internet's not working though, but
we'll post it on a
we're posting.
Yeah, I'll post it. It's like I can post the exact screenshot of him because Doom's all like ghostly and he's just like,
oh, I goofed
because he's like, because Thanos is talking at good, and he's like, oh, you have the Infinity Gauntlet on you? I don't need the Infinity Gauntlet to deal with you. Oh,
yeah.
Like it was literally that simple. Like, oh.
Yeah. Now, mind you, this is. I assume this is the Doom that is like he's like the God Doom. Yeah. He's not regular Doom, just the willy-nilly Fantastic Four regular Doom. Mind you, you know, this is the Doom that he needs. This is like Batman Prep Time 1500 type of guy. That's the kind of Doom we're talking about because that Doom, he's too ridiculous.
Doom is fake. He's illegal.
Like he's dumb.
Illegal.
Dumb. Like I'm talking about Secret Wars type of Doom. That's the kind of guy I'm talking about. The one who walks through the void and still was able to walk further. The type of guy who took over hell, got bored, and he took over the world
twice, got bored.
Yeah,
took over not even the world twice. Took over 2 different dimensions at the same time.
We have a Doctor Doom finally with a nice face because he's not messed up. Oh, are you talking about the reboot? Because I watched it and it was kind of weird.
I never watched it.
I
refused to.
And watched the whole thing.
Give us a better rating. What do you think?
It doesn't even qualify. Because that was not a movie. That was an exercise.
It was an exercise.
That was not a film. That was practice. That's
crazy.
Oh yeah. Show me the real movie.
What?
Oh, that was it.
Oh,
okay,
you mean the real movie that came out back in 2006? That real movie?
He's referring to after Secret Wars.
Yeah, Secret Wars. Yeah.
It.
Yeah, Secret Wars was ridiculous.
Talking about the movie. We can
No, Secret Wars was ridiculous. That Doom was dumb. Like beyond. When Cyclops combined with Phoenix Force, I believe that was the one. Yeah, that was ridiculous. But yeah, Cyclops combined with this Phoenix Force.
So with this being said, the fights. I hope the fight scenes are legit. I mean, get some real.
Let's throw something out the water. We know the fight scene's gonna be amazing.
We know. Do we?
We know. Yeah, I'm sure we are.
I'm afraid that it's gonna be another Steppenwolf type of thing. He's gonna go around places and people are gonna try to fight him and get stomped on.
Well, yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Unfortunately, he's so powerful. It's like.
I don't
what can they do? What, do you want to watch him get stomped for 90 minutes?
No, I want to watch him get stomped for 90 minutes.
No, but we can't do that. He's gonna have. I mean, he might. No. Okay.
I want like a real fight. I want like tension. I don't want him just wrecking dudes.
That's what I'm afraid. That's what I'm getting. That's the point I'm making.
That's what you mean.
Like I don't want him just walking over. Hey, you guys got something I want. Hold on, sit down real quick. Hey, you got something I want. No. Chill. I just need this real quick. No. I got this. All right, we good. Like, I don't want him to be a mascot at Chuck E. Cheese.
I think he's
When
gonna.
little kids just jumping on him and he's just trying to do his job.
Listen, you have Thanos. I'm sure this guy has been looking at all these idiots, all these little ants running around for like more than
Chuck
10
E.
plus
Cheese.
years. Mind you, he's going to come down knowing where he has to hit, knowing where he has to strike to get what he wants. I'm sure he's going to hit these guys one by one. He's going to fight Vision one-on-one to get the stone.
Oh,
He's
get
gonna
this
go-
man a shield.
Right.
What's Cap gonna do? Oh, what he gonna do?
What you
Shield
gonna do?
slash, stars and stripes.
Really? Really, dog? I'm from space. What's
Get
shield
this
is-
man a shield. Even Cap gotta humble himself. Like, this is well beyond.
I mean, he's been humble since
He's got a beard now.
He got humble when he fought Spider-Man. Spider-Man was like, "Oh, this is awesome, dude."
Yeah,
You
and
know?
Spider-Man wasn't really giving it to him. Really,
No,
he was
not
out
at
there just like,
all.
okay, cool, we're having a good time.
The best line of defense that they have are the Mystics, Mystics,
That's it.
and even
line
maybe
falls.
even Guardians of the Galaxy. Because first of all, we have Gamora. She's a son. She's a daughter,
daughter.
and
Yeah, I
she
was about to say
knows more than
Nubius,
anybody
yeah.
about Thanos. They have her.
Because her
right
sister's on
man.
a hunt for Thanos, so she's gonna
Abs-
step. That's why I'm aiming with like
Yep.
anti-heroes.
So they have the intel and they have the Mystics. The best is the Mystics.
And then we
the
have
intel.
what's his name stealing other Mystics' powers, the Victor Sweet. Because at the end of Doctor Strange, the secret ending, he's going around collecting the energy from
Pac-Man SP33 says Final Justice.
Final Justice. I'm confused. What's Final Justice? Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, as you're saying.
Yeah, but Victor Sweet.
Wait.
From Four Brothers.
Oh my goodness.
Remember who Victor Sweet was? Yeah, yeah. When you don't survive Detroit, you go to Marvel Universe.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Papa Doc is now Falcon.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
So
He couldn't make it
sick.
as a rapper.
Couldn't make it as a rapper, so he made it as an Avenger.
Papa Doc.
Why? It looks like you're cringing over there. You're like, I see you like
I kinda, but it's like it's
Cringy.
true. Like,
he lost that battle against B Rabbit, so he's like, you know
He
what?
be-
I guess I'm a hero now.
I guess I'm a hero.
I'm gonna get some wings and fly.
This is
Victor
fucking
Sweet.
before.
Victor Sweet. He survived freezing in the lake,
Mm-hmm.
and he went to find a place that he could get healed, and then that's when he found found the Ancient One, and he learned the ways of the Mystics, and then that's why he was able to bond with Doctor Strange. Oh yeah, I was hurt before. Yeah, I used to be a crime lord. They cut that scene out though.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there another Snyder cut type of cut in the Snyder
Yeah,
cut?
because I mean, he
Oh,
got
Snyder
he got a
cuts.
little. I mean, he didn't. A lot of his teachings.
I think Final Justice. He's
Yeah,
referring
it's a
to
special.
a Captain America special.
I have never read that.
Is that a
honestly.
one-off?
Yeah, it's a one shot type of thing. If so,
Is
let
it
us
an
know.
arc? Yeah,
When did
I
it
never
come
heard
out,
of a
the
Captain
year and
America
all that?
special. Like a year issue,
Final
whatever.
Justice, or is that a move from Marvel vs. Capcom?
I think that's what it is. That might be
Final-
Final Justice, maybe. Who knows?
it sounds like a Marvel move.
I'm about to watch
MVC
the
move.
Walking Dead. Walking Dead ass later.
Walking Dead ass.
Yeah, take it. Do the zombies have Tims and Fitteds? All of them? Because that. Yeah.
That
Walking
would
Dead
be
ass.
worth watching.
I'd watch it.
I
if
want
that's the
some
case.
brains, B. Facts. I'm about to crack your shit.
Crack. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm
wow.
dying inside.
Yeah. The
Died a little inside,
Darkened
yeah.
Hour, we just sarcastically
Memes.
tell you guys that we're dying inside. But anyway.
We do this for views or memes
Oh.
because memes are cancer.
Can we talk about Doomsday Clock?
Okay. All right. Listen. Okay. So
I actually read that issue.
I did. All right. So if we have a little time, we'll definitely go into Doomsday Clock.
Sure.
Definitely. 100. Yeah.
For
Absolutely.
a minute. Yeah.
Yeah,
no
definitely.
problem.
Give us
That's
just-
meaty. That's big.
Absolutely. And then once we give you a little minute today, we'll talk about it next week about that.
Yeah.
I'm sure,
we'll
yeah.
make that. We'll make that a topic. Then.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think that's the only way they can stop Thanos, because I've read some of the Thanos stuff and Thanos is ridiculous even without the stones. You know, I've seen this guy being jumped and he's just one-shotting people. The female Captain Marvel one-shot her.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, wow, like this guy's crazy.
Disrespectful.
Right. But I don't think. Do you think he's gonna be? You think he's gonna come in alone? You think he's gonna come in?
It's boring if he comes in alone.
Yeah, right. You
But
think
he
so?
can't
I
really
saw
come
little
with
minions
Yeah,
he
he's gonna have
had.
minions, but he's not gonna have icon. Like this all it feels like it's gonna be another Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just. For
I mean,
Marvel.
I think he's gonna be a little better than Steppenwolf, because at least we have some.
He has
backstory.
personality. I have to
He has,
say.
yeah, we're gonna get the villain.
He's salty. I heard his voice.
He's
like,
gonna be the
oh,
dark
okay.
side of
Arrogant.
of Marvel.
I want him to be like rude.
Oh, he's gonna be rude. He's gonna talk to Loki and be like, "Oh yeah, the Tesseract's both ours. I mean, even though it's at your house. Oh yeah, cool. What?
Man.
That's my stone, punk."
I'm telling you, yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy. I feel like I'm missing someone. Like we talk about Strange, Captain America, Iron Man.
We
Black
glossed over Thor
Panther.
because whatever.
I mean, Thor is whatever. It is what it is. He's not even.
He'll
a
show
thing.
up.
Thor, Loki, whatever. What else? Like
I
the
think
heavy hitters. Spider-Man. We hit Spider-Man.
Black Panther.
I mean,
Black
Ant-Man,
Panther.
but he's not gonna matter.
Yeah, he's not a
much.
matter. He's not a something who matters.
Like, I mean, I think we started with the important characters, which were Strange, Vision, Scarlet, then the main
like
character,
relevant
Avenger,
ones,
like,
Relevant
right?
ones,
Ones
right?
who are going to be in the meat of the plot, because there's going to be a plot and there's going to be a B plot,
Yeah, yeah.
and the A plots are going to be the Mystics, and the B plot is everybody else.
right.
Who's going to be? They got to find some tension.
Okay, so
for them, there has to be minions.
let's talk more about the Guardians of the Galaxy because I know we
Sure.
were glossing over that a lot.
Yeah.
The Guardians, where mind you, they're going to be a huge part in this fight because again, Gamora, she is the daughter.
Good
Let's
comics recommendation for the movie Infinity 2013.
2013.
No classical and current Marvel.
The current Marvel comic, right? Okay. Infinity 2013. All right, we'll keep that in mind.
We'll
Absolutely.
keep it in mind. Yeah,
I'll get on
I
that.
need some Marvel recommendations
Oh, yeah,
because
definitely.
it's a big. They have a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean they may not have 52 universes going on for them, but it's huge.
Yeah,
So
Spider-Man and X-Men is a little headache
in
on its own.
itself,
Right.
In itself
Ooh,
is
God.
52 universes.
right. So but yeah, so Guardians, they're like the best thing about this movie in my opinion. I honestly think that they're like one of the best things about this movie.
But they don't
because-
have much to deliver to the table. They're just as B team as everybody else.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah,
forget
you
that
got
Mr.
a
Star-Lord
raccoon.
here. Mr. Star-Lord
he
here.
lost his god powers.
He
if that's
lost
what you're gonna
it. He
refer
threw it
to.
away.
Did he? Did he?
When
okay.
that planet died, he lost the powers.
Yeah, because
He's
that planet
back-
stay
yeah.
around. So he's
Ah.
The
regular.
planet has to exist for him to have that power. When he killed his father planet,
yeah.
that white light goes with it.
So yeah, he threw it away. So that's
Yeah,
why
so
we're
he-
seeing Guardians of the Galaxy is
sucks.
B. The only one who's
Okay.
there who's relevant
Okay.
is Gamora.
And she's still mortal compared to Thanos because she's a trained daughter who still isn't as perfect as he wanted her to be. Hence why he had the two sisters duel it out. And then
Exactly.
even at the end of that, when we saw Guardians 1, she was being hunted down by Thanos and the sister.
Yeah.
And you got a raccoon or a trash panda.
Well, no. I mean, we gotta give the raccoon some credit
Now, if
because
they
he's one of
had-
the most intelligent
Now,
beings.
granted, if they had...
He is. He's one of the most intelligent beings. And then you have
Oh, yeah.
Mr. the Green, Mr. Groot. Here.
I think Star Lord's going to be the one to be him.
that would make sense in my opinion. He may not be the factor and all, but I think he's gonna be the one that no one's gonna expect, but he's gonna deliver the final blow. It's like, oh wow, you like
Or,
oh, yeah.
or he'll dance again.
Wow, shooting him to death. I think so. Like I don't know.
don't see that
I think Star Lord will be
That
that
will
one
turn
guy.
that into a Ragnarok.
Yo,
That'll turn
don't
into
know.
Ragnarok.
he's a little
That's
too
a
funny.
joke ending. That's...
Well, I mean, okay. Well, think about it. Like, okay, Guardians is a jokey, not a jokey film. Like that's just disrespecting it. You know,
The second one was more emotional. The first
right,
one was
right.
Hey,
But
But at the
they're
end
the
of the
comedy
day-
relief movies.
I don't think.
yeah, they are lighter. They're
but
light.
they still know how to get it serious when they have to, unlike the Thor movie.
Didn't know when be serious.
Absolutely.
You're
Because
right.
Right.
both the first
Absolutely.
two before were serious as hell. They went full. They went
Oh,
on the other side of the
Galactus,
spectrum.
Galactus,
Galactus
and
and
Silver Surfer.
That's
Yeah, what about-
Fantastic Four. That's not happening.
Yeah,
Not
that's,
gonna happen.
and that's beyond Thanos at this point. If you bringing in Galactus, I'm
is
sorry.
a done deal.
Like, no, we're talking about like the Watcher now. We're
It's a
talking
whole
about
other
like,
movie
this
at
is
that
great.
point.
Add
The
that
gods
would be-
and stuff, that's a whole
we
other
need
movie
more than
itself.
just the Avengers. Like,
Exactly.
we're
That's where
looking-
the Fantastic Four have to be there because
looking-
you need anti-hero Doom to step in.
Yeah.
Mm.
I honestly think that
The reason why I feel the Guardians aren't going to be as strong is because they didn't dabble into the 9 realms hard enough in Thor to
Okay.
involve the Guardians because the link
Okay.
between the Guardians and Thor is Angela, Thor's sister.
Guardians and Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
The real link, because remember, Thor has a sister who was an angel without wings because
Yeah.
it's like it was the opposite of Loki, where all right, as Guardians fought the Frost Giants, he took a Frost baby.
Okay.
The All-Father banished away heaven, which was the 10th realm,
Yeah.
and he lost his daughter in the process. That's what I'm saying. When they did the whole Hela story, they combined like 3 different things in one with Hela.
Well, they lost
alone.
Hela. Right? They lost
They
Hela.
in a way, he lost Hela to he banished
Oh,
Hela.
someone's getting. Oh, Brian's hyped over Angela. Yes.
Yeah. Now,
Yes.
now I want to get into Angela for a minute because I have past titles to Angela, but it's not the Marvel. The Marvel
Yeah, because you're
stuff.
thinking
Todd
of
more
McFarlane
Spawn.
Angela.
You're
It
thinking
was more
Spawn,
Spawn
Yeah, who
type
was-
of
yeah.
Angela.
I'm not familiar with Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm actually I'm
That
intrigued
character
because
had 2 different lives.
Lives,
Two different lives.
because
Yeah.
the Marvel version, she becomes a Guardian of the Galaxy.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
she's
That makes
actually
sense.
on
Right.
their team,
Okay.
yeah.
And she's coming from Neil Gaiman's creator,
Yeah.
Sandman, Todd McFarlane's Spawn type of thing.
Exactly.
And once he lost this lawsuit, boom, Marvel.
And then she became, and that's where Queen of Hell comes from, where she takes on.
Right.
Hela.
But let me ask you a question now. We're dabbling into the comics. It seems
Yeah.
like we're more
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, that's definitely
But now
comic,
in terms of the movies, now do you
The reason
think,
I bring this up is because like I said what they did with the Hela story, they combined 3 different stories of Hela.
Okay.
Fenrir isn't supposed to be Widow. Fenrir's supposed to be Loki's dog, where she's supposed to have Garmer, because Garmer's the protector of the Helheim. making her Thor's sister is where Angela's supposed to be. And then that is why it links, hence the secret ending. Oh, there with the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like that should have been the link between Hela.
Okay.
I mean, link between Angela. That way there was a little more connection there instead of them just jumping up. Oh, we're flying around space and look, big ship.
Who the hell are you?
Like, yeah, it's kind of random. There's
random
no link to them.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're good guys. You're good guys too. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do.
You come from Earth. I protect Earth. Like, what the hell are you guys meeting up for?
Right. Okay. Well, we'll see.
How do you not know
happens.
about each other?
Right.
All this time.
Right. Okay. I mean, I listen. The only reason why I think it'll be Guardians is because she's been hunted by Thanos.
If it's gonna be a Guardians of the Galaxy, if it's gonna be a
thing.
Guardians of the Galaxy side character, Guardians of the Galaxy character who's gonna sneak that cheap shot killing, it's gonna be Nubius or whatever the hell.
The sister, right?
One,
that makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
She's gonna get that sneak killing because that's literally her purpose.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool.
And honestly, when it comes to the Infinity Wars as a film, now is not the time for wild card surprise characters.
Yeah,
just deal with what you got.
Let's not
make it work.
Don't give us a Hawkeye type of. My family's
as a matter of fact,
the one character we didn't mention.
I did mess up something last show when we spoke about Thor Ragnarok. The Warriors 3 are not all dead.
Okay.
Because Sif is still. Oh no! They died at the thing. That's right. But Sif is still out there because I haven't watched Agents of Shield. Because the last time we saw Sif in the movies is when she delivered to the Collector the Redstone.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm like, how is Thanos going to get from the Collector? The Collector collects anybody he wants. He's one of the original gods of the universe.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, so it's like Thanos, you can't really step to him. He will gel you.
Or maybe he can. It's just the movies.
It's
you
the
know
movies.
They're gonna make Thanos like
just to give him a push,
big,
you know,
big. They're
give him that
OD.
WWE push. You know what I'm saying? It's to show you how broken
like
he
the
is.
Betrayal.
Glorious type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
And I won't give in.
Okay.
I always imagine what his intro song would be if he was a wrestler.
Glorious.
You know?
Glorious.
It has to be
Glorious.
It has to be glorious. It has to be
Good old Bobby Roode, yeah. And he just walks with his arms up.
Absolutely, it's just a spin, and he's spinning himself. He doesn't. He's not Tigatron.
And there'll be like a choir, but they're all Skrull.
Yes, glorious, man.
It won't say like Bobby Roode or anything.
You see him like you saw how he's big and he's like gyrating his hips and stuff, doing this. Glorious. I see it happening. Guys, if you make bat metal, you make this. Please make this.
Wrestler Thanos.
If bat metal is a thing, you can make this. Glorious Thanos.
Oh God.
Glorious Thanos. Oh yes.
And then Venom was just straight up Finn Balor.
That's a thing. Speaking of which, that's still a thing, right? That Venom movie is coming out soon with Carnage. It's still a thing. We haven't got any updates on it.
Do you think they'll add Deadpool to the Avengers? No,
Nah.
because it's Fox.
It's Fox.
Fox, and Deadpool doesn't.
Yeah, I will need Logan first before.
Yeah, Deadpool's not going to touch
Deadpool.
Avengers until both Logan and Spider-Man are officially touching Avengers.
Exactly.
That's where the only way Deadpool's going to get involved.
Yeah, give us Logan before Deadpool. Anything.
Look, I prefer Deadpool in its own movie. Yeah, honestly.
He has to be. He's too raunchy for this.
His tone would kind of just disrupt the whole
see, that's how it is, though. Even
that's
in
what
comics,
he's supposed to be, though. That's
in
literally what he
comics.
is.
Disruptor, I know.
That's how it is.
He's Marvel's
He's a
Harley
troll.
Quinn.
Pretty, 100%.
Yeah. So it depends. It would have to be a comedic relief movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not show
No.
in the series Infinity Wars.
He would fit in a Guardians of the Galaxy movie without trying.
And he will get on Star-Lord's nerves. And that's saying something.
Yeah.
And Lord knows Raccoon will try to kill him every chance that he can get.
Every time.
And then when Raccoon realizes he can't die, when Raccoon realizes he can't, this is why I wish it was the British Raccoon. But like when he realized he can't die, I get to try out these guns.
Oh, really? Okay, so I'm gonna have fun with you. You know,
practice now.
Oh my God!
I just invented this new melting bomb or something.
You're my guinea pig now. Put you to good use.
And I know Deadpool's gonna have a great time. He's gonna have a good time. He's somebody's training dummy.
Yeah. Okay, so on this trailer alone, how many batarangs? We'll give it out of 5. Since out of 10.
On a trailer?
It's a trailer. It's a 5.
Oh, come on. It's not fair because there's memes to support it.
Listen. Hey, everything's included. It's a trailer. Come on, guys.
I can't
out of 5 batarangs, not 10. 10s are for movies, 5 is for trailers. Talk to me. What do you guys think?
I'm rating it on stones. I can't do
all right, fine. Stones.
Because we only got 5 stones right now. We don't know where the 6th one is.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Trailer alone, I'm going to give it 4 stones out of mayonnaise.
Okay, so it's top 5. Gotcha. Cool.
Because I need them Infinity Stones, dead ass, B. Run them shits.
I guess I want to give it.
Crack
I give it 3.
3 out of
Yeah,
5.
3.
Yeah. I agree with you. I'd give it like a 3 out
It
of
was
5.
all 5 out of 5 for Brian.
You got you hyped.
Hey,
There
it
you
did his
go.
job.
It got
man.
me hyped, but because the memes. It was only me. I don't care about trailers because trailers always reveal too much.
Yeah.
That's something like I always look down on trailers. Like, okay, good. I know the movie's coming out. Don't show me all of this stuff that's gonna kill it for me.
Mm-hmm.
The memes, though.
The memes are
gold.
makes it
Memes
it
are
so much well.
everything. Yeah, and you're right. Justice League had no memes.
Yeah. BVS had it. And that's why we love it. So I love. That's why I love BVS so much because of the memes.
The memes.
The
Got car
Martha.
insurance. Martha.
Wait, a lot of those memes we made up. To be fair, we
Don't
made
worry.
up those memes.
But see, memes are also made up. Don't worry about it. All we need is a good Photoshopper, and that's it. We got the memes on.
True, I could make the memes.
That's fine. All right. So, word to the or just a reminder: Star Wars is coming out in 2 weeks.
I've been catching up.
That's a thing.
I've been catching up.
Yeah.
I now know who these characters are even more than I did before.
More than Star Trek. Gotcha. So
No, the Yoda jokes are gonna be pouring.
Oh my
in.
goodness.
Yoda jokes.
You gotta make sure you're gonna be extra
be
annoying.
real.
Yeah, so in 2 weeks, we're definitely gonna review that.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. You know, it's the time. Tis the season to be Star Wars fan. Because now, for some reason, and it was quick, mind you. It only took 2 movies to make this Christmas season to be synonymous with a Star Wars movie.
Right.
And at this point, it's like we need to have a Star Wars movie now every Christmas season now. And it only took 2 movies to do that.
Right.
2 good movies.
And they were
a
good.
Kylo Ren because it's just great.
Kylo Ren, he has a nice scar now. I'm here for it.
Along with that nose, you think it's gonna accentuate that nose more?
That Toucan Sam nose, my guy.
I'm just loving that they're making a female character be super broken.
Oh yeah.
Because Rey is expressing that hidden story that they never really talked about with Leia.
Mm-hmm.
How she's supposed to be more powerful than Luke.
Oh yeah, she is. But now, also we know, and this people are just throwing this out there that, of course, Luke is gonna be an evil. He's gonna be evil. He's gonna be a great Jedi. The first time ever.
Wait, a gray Jedi's not evil though. They're neutral.
No, but what they're saying is that he is going to be that. They're saying that he's gonna be evil only because he's on both posters, and they have this pattern. Whereas all the main antagonists are always in the back.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, Star Wars has 2 posters. And on both posters,
he's on the back.
Oh, okay.
It's like theories and all, but I mean, it's like, okay, I'll bite because it's fun. You know what I'm saying? And being that he's a great Jedi, yeah, he may not be evil, but he's teetering on that fine line. You know what I'm saying?
Like kind of like how.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense.
This is why like the extended universe really should have been canon.
Lose an arm, one of them.
Because I really wanted to see Starkiller in the films.
Oh no, that's never gonna happen.
Extended universe isn't canon anymore.
Which one?
Extended universe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The old Knights of the Old Republic. And
Yeah,
stuff
all
like
that stuff.
That's
Yeah,
cool
'cause
enough.
that-
I wish it was. It was.
I
canon.
wish it was because it's a lot of good content in here. Like I said, I've been digging.
We're talking about like 5,000 years before the main canon story that we know. But anyway, all right. So we gave the reviews. Star Wars is coming out in about 2 weeks.
Starkiller's not 5,000 years. That was his
No,
original.
no. I'm talking about like Knights of the Old.
Oh,
Knights,
that
stuff
stuff. Yeah.
Brian's
Republic.
sad because we don't want Luke Skywalker to be evil.
Yeah, I don't need that.
That would make me sad.
But I think he is going to be only because of Kylo Ren.
As you rock,
Yeah.
rocking your
Empire
right now.
The Empire.
Oh,
I just
snap.
looked over and I saw the star. I'm like, as you rock an Empire.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Overt.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I wear it
Don't
all the
tell me
time and
that
I
makes
forget
me
about it.
weep. Don't tell me that makes me weak. What's gonna happen?
It would be, bring Jar Jar Binks.
That's all I want. I don't care about anything else. Bring Jar Jar Binks. Bring him in.
If he's actually,
If that
he's a Lord of
Ingrid,
Sith.
if
Robot Chicken is correct about Jar Jar Binks,
I will walk out of the
I'm gonna get him
theater.
tattooed on my back.
I would not walk out.
I will not walk out. I'm like, all my money is all my money belongs to you.
I would feel conned. I would feel conned on a different kind of level. I would be personally attacked.
Realize this, that if Jar Jar Binks is what we think he is,
This whole time.
this guy is a genius. The creator of Star Wars is a genius.
Yes.
Because he
Somebody
knew
get
this.
There's some George R.R. Martin shit right now.
Yo, some M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong type of thing.
Yeah.
And that's what we want.
Wins Best Picture. You know what I mean? Like, give him an Oscar. Like, Oscar nominated.
And he says, the whole Force Unleashed show, the showing of the symbol for the Jedi Order. Okay. The whole Force Unleashed.
I don't think I
Unleashed?
understand.
I think he's talking about the
the
Star Killers, the game.
Oh, okay.
Because
Force
the whole Force
that was
Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the showing of the symbol for the Jedi Order. Okay. Because that wasn't Star Killer. Wasn't he something like the first Gray or something like that?
He was the first. He was the most.
I mean, if
he
he
was
if
the
he
first
was- if he
Gray,
was canon,
but if he
mind
was
you.
canon, he'd be the first Gray for the film.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I assume
Because he was because Vader was training him before Luke came. He was like, okay, this will be my princess because he wanted to.
and I wasn't between the movie.
Emperor.
That's
Yeah.
between. I was between.
That's pretty much in between
4
Rogue
or
One
5,
and
4 or
New
5.
Hope.
4 and 5. which is it's between just about. So, that's a thing. But that's not canon. It's not happening. Yeah. But all right, so moving on, we're gonna go to what
because who started the Rule of Three? That was Baron, right?
Bane.
Bane.
Rule technically the first written Sith Lord on paper, because there's many ones before him, but he was the Rule of Two. Okay, so now going to what Brian wanted us to talk about, which is the Doomsday Clock. Really quickly, we'll touch on this really quickly, and next week
because it won't be doing it justice.
Yeah. Honestly, I was kind of disappointed in this first issue. I was.
It was lackluster.
Only because they showed too much. Because in the panel when Snyder was up there, was it Snyder or Jeff? I don't know who. I think Snyder.
I forget who wrote this.
But in the panel, they showed the first 11 pages of it, and we got to see Rorschach.
Yes, we did. And
we see that in the new. Obviously, the preview, we're gonna see it. Obviously, we know what was coming. But that's like the biggest highlight. I mean, it's just like, all right, more than 95% of the issue is Watchmen, which makes sense because it's the continuation.
And they just show Superman in a dream, like
at the very end when he wakes up with the dream, telling us that he was envisioning all this was happening. Yeah, we saw Mr. Ozzy. We saw the remnant, like the costume of Night Owl. We saw the new Rorschach, which I think was pretty cool, but. I
didn't get anything from it.
Yeah, it was like
all fluff, kind of. It was like kind of like fan servicey. They should show this. Yeah, let's show that.
And
there's no meeting here. Nope, nobody. It's still in the Watchmen verse.
No Manhattan.
Still the
nothing.
DC. No Manhattan.
Nothing.
Okay, cool.
But that off the bat, I think is just let us know that this is gonna be more of a Watchmen story,
which I'm wanting.
Which is nice.
Yeah. So. It kind of was a little underwhelming for the hype. Hell, Metal 1 was a lot more heavy hitting than this.
Oh yeah, Metal punched me in the stomach.
For real. guys, I think Owlman as Rorschach take place after the movie. You think that Owlman becomes Rorschach?
Is becoming Rorschach?
No, I think Rorschach right now, if that's what you're going for. Yeah, he's a black guy.
He's a black dude. I have no idea.
I think he's the guy who was reading the comics in the original Watchmen. He's a little kid. I believe so. I think that's him. I believe, yeah.
That's a good one.
That's the little kid, who's always in the stand reading that
pirate novel, right?
Yep.
Pirate comic.
Spoilers if you haven't read it yet. There we go. See?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a way to bring it all back home from the original.
Yeah.
And people are praising it. Like a lot of people praising it because it's like it's seamless into a continuation of a Watchmen story, which by that front, it's amazing. Because we got to see Mr. Ozzy. We haven't seen him in forever,
right?
And then we got a new Rorschach, and it just let us know that Rorschach is more than just the person with the mask. It's the idea of a Rorschach, whatever that
always
may
need
be.
one type of thing. There's always going to be one, whether the original is gone or not.
Whatever that Rorschach idea may be. I don't know what Rorschach idea is, but I guess it's like the seeker of truth, whatever it is, And we saw a couple of guys. We saw the Mr. Mime. That's cool and all, but it was
whatever. Like not enough substance, I guess.
Not at all. It's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. We're being kind of harsh. It's 12-part series, I believe, right? So it's a little longer than the average limited series,
right?
So
along with the tie-ins, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of tie-ins.
Yeah.
And we still have to get past Metal first, which is Metal is 6 issues.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's left with Metal. I don't even know.
4 and 5 and 6.
Right.
Pretty much. I don't think there's any more. There's a few more tie-ins, maybe like 2 or 3 more, and then we're pretty much done with that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to admit that when they crossed over into the whole DC part, which was like the last page.
No, that was literally the
last page. When Superman wakes up, I felt like Spider-Man. Because the first time issue that I've seen all this Watchmen, and I forget that there's a DC and Watchmen crossover.
Yeah.
And boom, I see Superman at the end. Like, wait, what? Oh, I forgot. I'm reading a crossover. They did that pretty well.
It was kind of cute.
Yeah.
I was kind of here for it.
And it hit me. I was like, oh, this is a crossover. I forgot all about this.
And he's like living. His dreams are visions of another verse.
Yeah.
He is the link. He is the intermediary. So just show me more of that. Like, show me a real crossover. Show them all together. I don't know. Like, if I want to read Watchmen, I know who these characters are already.
Yeah.
You showing me what I already know. It's like, because it was rehashing. It was rehashing. But I didn't know they're just trying to set the foundation, and then kick me in the balls next issue.
And you can tell they're taking their time.
They're taking their time. Like, okay, you guys can wait. You guys wait. I don't know.
And if this is Snyder, because I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but if this is Snyder writing this, then we're in for a meaty. A very meaty type of story, and it's gonna be good. It says,
do you guys ever finish reading White Knight? Sorry, deviating. That's fine.
No, it's fine.
I read first 2 issues.
I haven't read the second issue yet. Not yet. And
I didn't love the second issue.
Really?
I didn't love it.
The third one hasn't come
the
out.
Third
yet,
one,
right?
I don't think the third one's coming out. If it has, then I haven't picked it up yet. But it's a good concept. I don't know. Like, I think my problem with the second one was just it lost that momentum. It felt the first one was just like out of the park. Like, he knocked it out of the park with the first one.
You're giving us a Joker that we've never seen before.
A Joker we've never seen before. So it's interesting. So after a while, you get to that point, it starts getting political after that point because he's just a regular kind of guy now. So you're just like, oh.
But I mean, if you think about it, that's the thing that Batman always avoided was the political side of it, like
the legal
aspects of it. So it's like
embracing now.
That's what makes him the anti-hero that he is.
Exactly.
He always does something technically. Everything he does is illegal.
Everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And the police officers excuse it. And
technically Gordon does.
Gordon does, and the rest of the...
and Gordon's have to fall in line because he's the commissioner. Great power comes with great responsibility and liability at the same time.
Dr. Manhattan was a jerk for pulling Jor-El from Clark.
You know, okay, so now he's still going into the Oz effect. Which is that's a Superman story which is going out, which I think is one of the best Superman stories in my opinion right now.
Is that Action Comics?
It's Action Comics.
Okay, yes.
I believe if not Action, it's definitely Superman, but it's Action Comics, I believe, and that's when finally in canon lore storyline right now we get to see Jor-El, Superman's father, come into light for the first time ever. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this was done in the 80s, 60s. If they did, I wasn't born. I don't know.
Don't know.
But I'm sorry. This is the first time in my lifetime I've get to see full-fledged Superman's dad. Like, hey, son, I'm here. And he pulls out, you my son, I'm going to get you out of this world because I want the best for you and your family. Right. And Superman is like, but you're doing this the wrong way. Like, no, I'm not. I've lived here just about as long as you have. And I've seen all the insecurities, all the bull crap that's been happening on the earth. You too good for them. You're bending backwards for them, son. If I knew this is where you're going to be, I would have never sent you here in the first place. Now you listen to me. Now we getting out of here, you and your family, before this is going to go down, because he knows what was going to happen within DC with the whole Manhattan thing. You know, and it's funny because he comes in with that whole, because Superman has been through these individuals. He's seen villains like this. Same old wash and repeat. Humanity is evil, and Superman's like, no, stand for justice and truth. But now his daddy saying this, his actual father. He tried to prove in the Fortress of Solitude, forensic, everything was
accurate. He was not a duplicate, wasn't a clone.
Right. And for a minute, you're like, because I mean, we've seen this before this. The closest we got to anything about Clark's native world is the god Raya, which was the actual god of Krypton.
Yes. Which
actually was the god of Krypton, but this entire time that god of Krypton was he was a fraud.
An imposter.
Yes. But imposter in the sense that even when he was a god of Krypton, that's how he did his stuff. It wasn't like, oh, I'm the guy who's, that wasn't me back. That was still him. But now we come to find out this is what he was back in the day when Krypton was around. But Jor-El is like, hey, and throughout this entire story, we're like, okay, is he gonna change it up? Is he gonna go evil? And at the end of the day, he doesn't go evil. He's legitimately trying to do good by his son. Yeah. And at the end, he gets affected by the whole Manhattan because he takes him out. I believe he takes him out. I haven't read the aftermath of him leaving because it's gonna affect Clark in a really big way, and it not only affects him, but it affects his son because if his son was spoken by Jor-El and it told everything what was going on. And this is a huge impact. We haven't seen something impactful like this since Superman lost his powers back in the New 52. So what is it? Here is the issue. This is the issue. Okay. Does Manhattan pull Jor-El from a destroying Krypton? Manhattan could have saved the planet from destroying. We get Jor-El, but couldn't save the mother. Now, this is that he's just saying that maybe Manhattan was around the time Krypton got destroyed. You realize that maybe Manhattan was around Flashpoint. That is the only definitive confirmation that we know that he had any impact on the DC universe, which was way after Krypton got destroyed. Right. So I don't know if he had anything to do with that. Maybe he might. Who knows?
Dr. Manhattan is ridiculous. Like reality bending, world creating. So that's definitely a possibility.
Right.
But the whole Jor-El Superman thing, it reminded me of Thomas Wayne and the Batman thing when he finally met his father. And he said, hey, you got to stop doing this.
And he told him, stop being the Batman.
Stop. He's like,
stop being the Batman. And we know that when he came back,
Yeah.
the signal popped up.
Mm-hmm.
And Alfred was like, "Are you gonna go pick that up, sir?" And he just
didn't
stood
say
there.
anything.
He didn't do anything. He did not move anywhere. He just stood at the ceiling, which means
yeah.
that and it was confirmed by Snyder saying that Manhattan wanted Batman out of the fray first and foremost
Because he's always going to be a problem.
before he was gonna go and make his move on Superman.
Exactly.
And he did that.
Attacking their background stories.
Right.
Their whole purpose. Your whole purpose was your parents dying,
There
right?
you go. There you go. So
Catwoman and Bruce for life.
okay, see, dog, you jumping, dog. You gotta stop
Yo.
doing this, all right? Because
That's right. They're like newlyweds
Kinda.
now.
it's the most romantic thing in the entire world. But anyway, it's not going to go
Yeah.
into that because we hit a mark.
We've definitely hit our mark, yeah.
Dog, if you want us to talk about DC, we can go for miles,
Yo.
man. Give us some right on a page, whatever you want us to talk about, we will talk about
Yeah,
it.
like
check it out on
every
Facebook.
By all
day
means.
you could put a bunch of stuff on our page and we will catalog all of it.
Yes.
And we'll come back with something completely structured so we can go
It's
in.
literally how I close out every video. If you want us to talk about something, you fucking comment it.
Well, with that being said, a perfect segue as a sunset on this moral world.
As usual, guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. Leave us a comment on what you want to hear us talk about in our next show. I'm Aesop the Alchemist,
Tia LaBeouf.
Josh Rex, not her.
and we'll get back to you guys later. Cheers.
Peace.
See ya.